Hey everyone, Casey here from Clientric. Do you wish Zoho Sign provided you with the ability to obtain a document URL link that you could then insert into your own custom emails? Us too. After scouring the web for hours, days, and talking with the support, who said that this wasn't possible by the way, we ended up actually finding a hacky solution to get us there until Zoho decides to implement this feature themselves. It's not easy, and it's rather complicated, but it does work. However, it may not work in your situation. Shameless plug here before we get started though, please make sure you are subscribing to our channel, and if you like this video and got value out of it, please like and comment down below. I know you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. It helps us reach more people like yourself who are looking for answers to the same problems. All right, back on track. We were able to do this by using Zoho Flow, Zoho Merge API, and a few other custom functions. I'm going to walk you through how we came up with the solution so you can replicate it yourself if it fits your use case and if you want to give it a shot. We first took a look at the URL in the notification email Zoho sends out. We tried unsuccessfully to call the function ourselves and directly interface with the API for Zoho Sign. However, what we did notice is that the URL was sent out successfully each time. So all we really had to do was capture this URL in the notification email. Next, we tested a few options to see how we could get this notification email sent to our inbox so we could collect that information. We landed on the idea of creating a generic email that would receive these notifications. So whenever a Zoho Sign document was sent, we would send it to, let's say, sign@clientric.co or some other generic email. When we started sending each signing document to that email, we ended up receiving the notification with the URL in it. So finally we were onto something and we just needed to pull it out. Okay, this is probably the time I should say I'm not a lawyer. This is a gray area for document signing software because at this point, we're no longer sending the document to any one specific individual. This means that you may not be able to prove that the intended person signed the document because it was never sent to their specific email. In addition, this really only works if you don't need to include their email in the contract because it's not going to be included there anywhere. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get back to it. Once we figured out how to create the notification by sending it to our own generic email, we needed to build a Zoho Flow to monitor this inbox and parse out the signing URL. This was almost a piece of cake for our team, but you first need to be able to identify where that URL is in the HTML code and pull out the link. Once we were able to obtain the link, we ran into an issue. How do we now insert this URL into the proper Zoho CRM record? We need to record that URL on the CRM record somewhere in order for this to be useful. This took a bit of research time, but we realized we could actually utilize the message field in the Zoho Sign notification to insert the record ID. Then in the Zoho Flow custom function, we added the ability to parse this out in the email and we were able to search the record up in CRM. Now we could finally add this URL to the CRM record and use it in our own notifications and emails. Really, it's easier than it sounds. We even went a step further to completely automate this process for one of our clients. We merged a bunch of fields into the signed document and we sent it out via the Merge API using the above process. We waited for the flow to run and insert the URL, and when that URL field was updated, we sent out our notification. I'm not gonna lie, this took a lot of time to figure out, especially when we literally had no help from Zoho side, and as far as I know, we're the only ones who have been able to accomplish this. I would like to be proven wrong though, so if you've already completed this, post in the comments, or if you're interested in learning more about how we did this, post in the comments as well, and we can talk in more detail.